Hi, Scorpio. Chariot, that could be Cancerian. Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Cups. So this could be Virgo. All right, yeah, and Cancerian. Okay, so um, most likely I'll be just kind of either keeping my hand like this over here, but I'll be just using this hand because I'm not ready to. Well, I just wanted to get a little more healed before. Anyway, moving on. So for the Scorpios that I'm reading for, what's showing here is that you've got somebody that initial read, honestly, without clarifying yet, you've got somebody that's quite possibly coming in hot, and it might have been somebody you were waiting on, and I gotta say, because I feel like they're, they might be they might be closing out a dynamic that they had that prevented you two from being able to be with each other, but they're not doing anything about moving towards you either. They kind of just want to fly solo for a while. So you two, uh, you've got somebody that has an interest, but is not going to do anything about it. Let's just leave it at that because I'm going to get mad. All right, what's this King of Pentacles? Or Scorpio? What's this King of Pentacles? Empress. Okay. What's this Page of Pentacles for Scorpio? What's this Page of Pentacles? Page of Cups, not Page of Pentacles. What's this Page of Cups for Scorpio? It's Page of Cups for Scorpio. It was Strength and Six of Swords. Well, that would make sense, actually. What's this Page of Cups? The World. Alright. What's this Ten of Pentacles? Ten of Pentacles. Star card also babies. That could be Aquarius. Everything's better with her. Interesting. Should put it over here so you can see. It's this Nine of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Ace of Wands. Alright. Your job is to keep doing you. Just to not change your position, to keep your stability and your order in your life. This is not about someone reaching out to let you know that, hey, yeah, I'm good and I'm making changes, because they're not ready to do anything about the changes they've made. This is someone that is really prioritizing their wellness and their stuff. And while they might have, this is just someone that nothing is going to be more important than them right now. To be fair, that's okay, that's a good thing. What I don't like is the baiting. Here's what it feels like. It feels like somebody you were dealing with has come back around to let you know that they're making the changes that you two split up over. AKA, they finally quit that job, they've moved closer to you, they've ended a relationship, or they're finally over a relationship. Whatever the thing that they had to close out, they actually are making changes. But they're just letting you know they did that. It's not like I'm ready to be with you. I'm ready to get this off the ground with you and I. They're just letting you know where they're at, which does nothing, because it feels like you've kind of been through it with this person. Like, it was not easy, and it was very difficult for you to move past, to move beyond, to work through all of that. And this feels rather flippant on their end, that they're kind of coming in and just going, hey, just wanted to let you know that, you know what, I finally did the thing. But that's all it is. It's not them taking action to finally be able to be with you. So it's almost like a tease. and it feels very it feels petty, because it's like they knew how you felt about them and what you wanted, and it took you a long time to move on and move forward and to get to a place where you feel solid and secure. And then here they come back and say, yeah, it's really great being single. I'm so glad I made the changes I did, or I'm so glad I moved on from that place or whatever. But there's no talk of you two being together, which is what you wanted, and they knew you wanted, and you were kind of kept on a hook. And so then they finally make these changes, and yeah, there's interest in you, but they're not ready to act on it. They're still there. They did the thing that they said they're going to do, or they're going to do the same thing they said they're going to do. They're freshly available, but they just want to kind of take it easy for a while, like coast for a while. They're not interested in a connection with anybody after what they've had to go through, because that's the way they're looking at it. They just want to do their own thing for a while. But it's really good to see you. How are you? And you're like, I kind of would have liked, after all that we went through together, you could have, I think I would have much rather you kind of showed up, you know, just ready for something. It feels like they're not striking the proper tone. And it almost feels like it's a in your face thing, like they're wanting to see what your reaction is, to come to you so casually and be like, yeah, you know what, I finally resolved my issues, and I'm doing really well. And then that's it. They don't say, so I would like to formally ask this, or I'm available now, or whatever. Because it just feels very light considering how heavy things used to be. It doesn't feel like they're striking the proper tone. I'm not pleased with this. Four of Cups. Still getting used to the pictures here. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So, while they might have feelings and interest, they're still not out of the woods with their past situation. They've made changes, but they might hide behind that to kind of buy themselves more time, because this is somebody that just doesn't want to be attached. They don't want to be in anything, which is fine. But just say that. Don't say, well, I'm still working through some things, because you're not. The truth of it is, you don't want to be in a relationship. You want connection and access to me, and you're comfortable with the effect that you have on me enough to know that I might still be here in 6 months, but you're not in any hurry. And I'm not saying it's me. I'm not going through this. It's not projection. But it just feels like their priority is taking care of themselves, as it should be. But why reach out? Why reach out to let you know how they're doing, and let you know that they're thinking about you, and that eventually they want to find their way back to you, because now they're actually available. This is someone that is actually a free agent that it could happen with. And so what they're doing is saying, hey, yeah, I'm free now, but I'm still not going to make the effort. I know that you wanted this more than anything a while ago, and I just want to let you know that I could do it now, but I'm still not. That's what this feels like. And I feel like a curmudgeon. I feel like a cranky jerk for saying that, but it just feels like somebody really needs to take care of themselves right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when they reach out to tell you, and they know how important they were to you, it feels like they're being petty, or putting it in your face that they're strategically leaving out any plans of involvement with you. It feels cruel, because they know the effect they had on you. And I've got my microphone all the way over here. Awesome. So I hope that I'm wrong, and I am just a cranky curmudgeon about this, but I feel like someone's not. I feel like this is a means to an end for them, because if they give you that hook, you're going to start the engine again. You're going to just be like, oh my God, you're going to set things in motion and be ready for them. You're going to wait again. You're going to be back in that cycle with them again. And I feel like that's unfair. So be prepared. They are going to get word to you somehow that they're finally available and thinking about moving things forward. And your job is to stay removed from that. because it feels like it's an empty promise. It feels like it's strategic to get you kind of still accessible for when they eventually would be ready. And I'm not sure because this is someone that just always wants to be equidistant from everybody. They're the center, and they just can't bring themselves to be committed or a part of something with someone. They like staying removed. They like the breadcrumbs. Um they like the idea. It's like they love. They like the idea of it, but they're not very good at it. Unless you're talking about self-love, self-prioritization. They're good at that. They often might use that as an excuse for their choices. Like, I just really need to prioritize myself right now. Nothing wrong with that. But they say that after they've gotten what they wanted. And then when it comes to kind of settling into that groove in a relationship, you know what I mean? They just all of a sudden they just need to work on themselves right now, or they need to do certain things. And it's like, is it because all of a sudden we're becoming a couple and it's gotten stale or old or weird, and you just don't want to have to be relied upon? You don't want obligation. You know what I mean? It's questionable because they just, and instead of going, you know what, I don't ever really want to be in a relationship. I kind of forever want to be this age in my head, and that's what relationships are to me. I'm just sort of a benign narcissist, you know? Like, I'll sit there and I'll do all the fun stuff, but as soon as we get into the whole communal living and shared obligations, and it gets really crowded and claustrophobic for me, and I gotta go. I'm not about that. I want the new, I want the romance, I want the kind of the fun stuff, but I don't want to be a couple. I don't want to go there. You know what I mean? That's what this feels like. Um, I was going to elaborate, but I know that I know how I am, and I don't want to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm repeating myself. So I will end it there. I trust that you got the message. I applaud this person for working on themselves. I don't like that they're going to hide behind the excuse of needing to do that once they get to a certain point with someone, just because they don't like feeling crowded or obligated in a commitment. So, okay, what else for Scorpio? I like that they perhaps are intent on working on some things, on healing, on getting themselves back on track. Yay. But they know, there's that Ten of Pentacles again. For the Scorpios I'm reading for, the next time you wanted to hear from them, the way things were left, it was like, I'm leaving because you can't give me the commitment or stability that I want. So for them to reach back out with everything but that specific message, you know? All right, whoops. Okay. That it feels like they want you to be really happy for their growth and progress, and you're like, that's just not where I'm at. And it feels like you might have to really keep them at arm's length or shut it down. Like, your job in this is to be like, um, they might be hinting and letting you know that they might be ready for things, but this is more about them moving forward in their life, and then maybe they'll think about having you join them. But this is also about you going, yeah, but you're gonna be in a position to breadcrumb them, not like you, not that, just out of self-preservation. This is you not getting involved like you were before. This is you not attaching to any hope or anything like you did before, because that way madness lies. You know it. You have your eyes open. I wish that this genuinely could be about you being happy for where they're at and that they're getting their life back on track, as they might tell you. But we've got stability at stake here, and we've got the issue of long-term longevity with somebody that doesn't have a really great track record with you or other people that you know about. So just consider that, because their messages of, when they reach out, it's all about like everything's on the up and up, everything's good. They're exactly in the position that you would have wanted them in way back when. And yet they're choosing to just kind of coast and see what life's about and do their own thing. So, yeah. What else for Scorpio? Oof. Yep. Well, okay. Forgiveness. Okay. Fine. Maybe I don't, that doesn't feel like it. It feels like they're kind of maybe seeing if you'd even be open to them saying that. They're testing the waters first. This is someone saying, what would you think about if I did this or that? They're not even willing to just come correct and go, I thought about this. I thought this is someone that is not going to say that. They're going to say, what would you do if I came to you and said this? How would you feel about that? What would you do if I was thinking about doing this? Why are you even asking me that? We've been broken up. We haven't been together. You've moved on. I've moved on. Then you come back in. You want to know how I feel. Just say it. If you want to ask me something, just ask it. Don't say, well, what would you do if I said this? I don't know. You haven't said it. Mm. So, for the forgiveness, there's frustration here. I could feel it. And people like this are kind of exhausting. You're kind of like, you just don't get it. You just really don't get it. So for the whole forgiveness aspect, this might have to be about yourself, because for forgiving yourself for believing, for sticking around, for trusting, for putting your life on hold, you're really mad at yourself, because and especially in the face of them trying to come back and sell you on them thriving, and doing really well and this and that, and it's like, yeah, great, that's good, we can all do well, that's fine, but knowing how much you meant to me and knowing that this is what I wanted, and now you're telling me you're there but you're not willing to come correct with it, you're getting into, you're saying everything but I'm finally ready, which is what you would have wanted to hear. It feels cruel. And I feel like at some point, continuing to talk to this person or to entertain something like that with them would eventually make you complicit in your own betrayal, because you're not going to get your needs met. At least not for a while if you're going by this person's timeline. You're still on hold. Instead of being free to finally choose you, they're going to let you know they're free, but they're going to do their own thing. And that just smacks of it. I don't like the way it feels. From what's looking at here, it's just someone telling you very honestly, you know what, you're still on my mind, I've never forgotten you, I just got to get my life together. Fine. But it feels differently. And I think that's why the forgiveness card showed up, because there's frustration and anger here, and this person makes you feel like you betray yourself, because you want to believe they meant so much at one time, and it seems so flippant and trivial for them, and you're like, just so. I'm gonna end it here because it's 20 minutes and I feel like I'm repeating myself. I haven't even done the dice yet. Apparently I'm not ending it. Okay, all right. Sure. Go for Scorpio. Okay, Two of Wands, making a decision. And we've got, is that, yeah, I think that's Temperance reversed here. I'm going to double check. Yeah, wait a minute here. So that would be good gracious. Well, it's not, okay, so it is reversed. Okay, so it's reversed. All right. So Temperance reversed and the Two of Wands. As far as what's in front of you and making a decision and plans, this is nothing to. It's not going to bring you peace, the harmony. It's going to be something to where you'd have to. It would be an indulgent ride. It would be kind of that fun, that but it's not sustaining. It's, if anything, it would upend everything, and there could be lack of harmony, lack of balance. It would just completely undo the strides that you have taken since you dealt with this person. So, and it's a shame, because if it really was someone trying to get their life on track, I mean, we all want that for, you know what I mean? Everybody deserves that. I just don't like the way it feels. I'm sorry. I wish I was more excited about this, because it shows someone, wanting to do that. All right. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Scorpio. This was designed actually for me to get this all out, and I was hoping for a shorter read. Apparently not. I hope to see you in the next reading. Happy July to you. Okay, and then please don't beat yourself up or beat. You haven't done anything. It's just what the emotions that this person stirs up by their re-entry. And it's just kind of cruel to go, well, I'm thinking about this. What would you think about it? And it's like, don't go there, because you're going to have to be, it's going to be you having to forgive yourself all over again. You made strides. You're doing good. Things fine. Your focus is on longevity and yourself. Don't let that be a carrot that they dangle, because then you're just not going to get satisfied. It's just all about them right now, and it should be all about you too. So let yourself off the hook, process it, and then you keep moving forward, and keep maintaining your distance from the drama, prioritizing yourself first, because they are. All right.